watching the squirrels play. I haven't slept much. It's been a long week. Miss Patches is still sick. We're begun a regimen of raw farm fresh eggs. Thanks to Gibby here on the farm. He's got a bunch of beautiful chickens and hemp seed, honey, wood, uh, turmeric, and what'd you just put in? Sage,
Basil.
basil. Um, because it's easy to get her to swallow it. She's been drinking a lot of water. Hey, Lauren, how you doing? Or Katniss, my bad. How you doing? She's been drinking a lot of water, but she's losing energy because she hasn't been eating a lot of, well, hardly anything. I can't get,
Some dandelion would be pretty good for her.
couldn't get her to take food. So, um, in my panic, I've realized eggs go down easy, and I can make her swallow those.
Some dandelion would be pretty good for her. Yeah.
I heard you, son. Hi, Christy. Yeah, it's Patches. Patches is sick. So here's what's going on. She's okay. I mean, she's still alive. I can't find a fucking vet around 100 miles that would take her for the last 2 days. Um, she's been drinking water and everything. She was coming back to health, and then she backslid, and she's lost her energy. Um, but like I said, I'm starting to feed her eggs and stuff. I'm giving you the short version. I haven't hardly slept in days. I've been spoon feeding her. She's drinking bowls of water, trying to flush the vitamin D stuff out of her. Good morning, everybody. Trying to flush the vitamin D out. And in the process, I've picked 3 to 4 ticks off of her. And the day before, we had 2 pounds of Maryland's hand-fed ground beef, and I thawed that out and made spaghetti with it and drained all the fat. Put it in a bowl and gave. She took about a quarter of it down. I got maybe a quarter of it in her belly to give her some good energy, right? And yesterday, spots started showing up on her belly. She's got spotted fever, and she backslid because in 2019 they found a connection with fucking spotted fever, and you can't eat beef. She has an allergy to fucking beef, and I made her sick. Um, I've and it's not oh god, I thought I was giving her beef and it would be good, and she backslid and I couldn't figure it out. I was so hopeful because she was doing so good, and I fed her the beef broth, and she couldn't walk. And she was shaking for a couple of days. She stopped all that. She's relaxed. She's still in pain though because the Rocky Mountain fever brings on pain, and it's all the same symptoms as the vitamin D poisoning, but it can be helped by antibiotics. And I happen to have that antibiotic. I started giving it to her last night,
This Italian seasoning would be so good for her.
and
She has major rant.
tramadol.
Imagine.
So she's relaxing. I know she's gonna pull through. She's still here. I fucking Christ's sake, man. Oh God. They just discovered this in 19. So I mean, it's been going on for years and nobody even figured it out. So I'm trying really hard not to blame myself for
Oh,
where
it's
she's
not
at
your
today.
fault.
But
You
I know
could
it's
have.
not my fault. I know. But Jesus Christ, man.
I would love to give her this Italian seasoning. It has a lot of good herbs for her, but it has major ram, which
I
is
said no,
poisonous.
please. There's no more.
I'm just saying. I would love to give this to her, but it
The
has major ram, which
concoction
is
is done,
poisonous.
but you can't, right?
I can't. It's
Thank you.
poisonous.
Okay, well then don't bring it to
Because
my
why?
attention
I'm just
because I
telling
won't
you.
do it.
Give her the Italian seasoning.
No, nope, no more seasoning in that egg. It's egg, hemp, turmeric, what
Basil.
basil, and honey mixed up. I'm giving her because it goes down the pipe, whether she likes it or not. And I haven't really been doing that because she started getting better, and I was hoping she's eating a little bit of peanut butter and stuff, but it's at the point that she's losing energy, and I need to make sure she's getting it. So I gave her a tramadol so she could relax. Not a whole one. I mean, like I bit off a little tap, and we checked. It's one of the only painkillers that human beings can have, that dogs can have, and it's safe for them. That's usually what they use. So I've got the D. There's I don't remember the name of the antibiotic, but it's the one that's recommended specifically for uh, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And I just started giving that to her last night. So I'm hoping she pulls through. And that's all I got. Yeah, honey and egg. Yeah. It's the best thing I think she could have, anyways. And she's keeping it down. I just need to get it in there. I just fed her one. I'm not going to put another one in there. Let her body absorb this. She's relaxed finally. I think the tramadol kicked in. She'd been in pain because it makes the spotted fever makes her in pain, swelling and stuff. So
Ginger would boost the turmeric. That's the only spice that helps.
you know
I'm
what?
just saying.
I thank you for saying thank you. I need you to understand right now.
I know.
I've got indigestion, and I don't. I'm I'm telling you, we're not putting any more ingredients in it.
Just
So please stop bringing it up. I'm really stressed out. I don't want to hear it. You can talk about anything you want, but that, please. There's nothing else going in the concoction. Nothing.
Chico farts.
I've already got antibiotics and painkiller in her. I don't want fucking hamburger juice almost killed her. That's where I'm at with it. Fuck. Fuck. What? It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I didn't know. I thought it would be the best fucking thing for her. She loves fucking hamburger. She has Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and Rocky Mountain spotted fever gives animals allergic reactions to beef, Glenn. She was recovering, and I fucking made her sick, thinking I was giving her the best fucking thing. They discovered it in 29. They don't even have percentages on it. But I've got the antibiotic. Jesus Christ, brother. I thank God I'm where I'm at because his brother got bit by a tick and put himself in the hospital twice. Almost died the second time. And I didn't give her as much as I wanted to. So, but she backslid and I couldn't figure it out. And then last night when I was talking, he's like, "Dude, I broke down. Uh, that's a rough one." Yeah, I made her sick. And it probably wasn't the food. It might have been the part of the food and stuff. She was getting better. She was getting better. She's she's still trying. I've got the right antibiotic to give her to get rid of this stuff. Thank you. I know it's not my fault. Fuck, man. Who would know? I didn't even. The spots didn't even start showing up until the next day, yesterday. And then I knew what she had. And I still didn't know beef wasn't okay until Gibby told me his brother didn't know either. No doctor said that. It's a recent discovery, the link between them. And there's no percentages or anything on it. It's so new. And I know that's why she backslid. I gave her beef juice. I went intentionally to make a 2 pound pot of spaghetti for everybody because I wanted to get the juice for her. Oh, thought I was doing her good. Mm. So I've been washing her with a lot of water, and it came to the point that she's losing strength because she hasn't been eating a lot of food. She's got a lot of chicken butts running around here, and I just asked them if I could buy a dozen eggs because the chickens the other day had laid eggs all around, and Tuck brought me a couple of them, and I fed them to her and realized how easy it is and how good eggs are for her. You know, so that's what I'm doing. I have an option at 3 p.m. I can drive an hour to a vet that's going to give me the antibiotic that I already have. I'm going to opt to probably stay right here and just take what comes with her. I've made peace with it, with God and everything. And his will's going to be done. He's going to heal her or he's going to take her home. And there is something I can do about it, and I've done all I can, except for nourish her body. I'm going to continue doing that. Her heart beats nice and strong. I don't think I could read your comments right now. I got so many tears in my eyes. I'm just, I haven't slept for days. I had a couple hours last night laying next to her, but I'm really fucking tired. we have to take her outside to go to the bathroom in a towel, like a little stretcher, because she can't walk. She's in a lot of pain from the fever, but the fever seems to have broken maybe because she stopped shivering. So, but her mouth is a little bit swollen with the little red things, and her belly's got spots on it. So I know what it is. I just don't know how many days it takes for the spots to show up. And I don't know if that's what initially made her sick. It may have been. And if it is, then I have high hopes for her. She's battling both. And on top of the fucking beef allergy I gave her, fuck's sake, man, she's a strong dog. And Crater is amazing, but Jesus, to my best effort, I've been her big detriment.
2 to 4 days
What?
for the spots.
That fits pretty close. Them a couple of them motherfuckers were big, like they've been on there for a while. Up inside her ear cracks, I found a big one. I was like, holy fucking! I found one in my. Well, I had one right here. You
There's
know.
also one here that says 3 to 12 days.
Yeah. No, I know. That's. Yeah. She's had Rocky Mountain fever, and I didn't
And then
know it.
for
I've been
the
feeding her
muscle
beef
fibers, 1 to
this whole
5,
fucking time.
1 to 4. 1 to 4 is the rash.
It's probably my fault that she got that sick. Well, I mean, not. I mean, by the act of feeding her, I probably made her sick as she is in the first place. She likes beef. I didn't know she had. I didn't know it reacted. Let this be known to all y'all pet owners. I wish I had known. I wish I would have. I wish I would have known. I know it's not my fault. Jesus, it's kind of hard knowing, you know, but no, so you don't go through it. That's why I needed to give this update because I found something out. If your dog gets sick like Patches, it might be Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Don't give them beef. It'll make it worse. Because it did. Know that for your dogs and cats, loved ones, people. It's a people thing too. That's the reason I know what happened to Patches. Because Gibby's brother suffers the same thing. He's put himself in the hospital twice. I know. I mean, what is he to blame for that? You know what I mean? I can't. I know I'm not. I know. I know this was just meant to be. Obviously, I maybe just to avoid it from happening again to anybody else. I don't know. I'm not going to try and guess as to why this is going on, but it obviously is. I mean, days ago when I was ready to get ready to go, it rained that night. Rained us into the front yard. Crater said you're staying here, so I'm realizing there's obviously something at work here. So I'm not gonna push it. I'm still here. Thank God. Thank thank Gibby. He's a really awesome person. He met us what 3 weeks ago out of the blue, and been very generous and kind and completely he's on a farm. He's got dogs. He's a kid and everything. He has a heart. He understands what we're going through, and also his friends want stuff made, which I haven't even hardly begun making. There's a lot of good things about the situation. He's just, and it's because of him and his family. They're very awesome people, and we're giving out magnets here. And me and Tucker kind of double teaming everybody, softball style. It's fun teaching people how to shake water. He's a good person to have that knowledge because he knows a lot of people. So I'm seeing why the journey's kind of paused here. Christy. Yeah, I will definitely keep you updated. Benadryl, huh? Yeah, I don't have any allergy medicine or anything. I didn't even know it until after the fact, and I've been flushing it out of her. I think that the Rocky Mountain fever, it didn't go it treated it for a while. I just started giving her the antibiotic last night. But if you can keep food and water in them, they have a good chance of pulling through even without antibiotics. But there might be long term things with it. But I thank God I have the right because there's wide spectrum antibiotics don't generally work with Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It's a very specific, and they're like, that's pretty much it. That's the one that works. So we've got it. Thank God for Gibby. He has dogs. Like I said, he had it. And I gave her some patches her first dose last night, and then she was in such pain. I gave her a little bit of a tramadol, a little tiny chunk of one because we checked, cross reference, all that shit. That's good for her. Or it won't hurt her. And I'd rather have her lethargic than crying in pain and not able to sleep because she needs to rest and let the egg do work. So we've changed up medical regimen. And like I said, I've called every damn vet around. The one vet they know has 3 clinics. All three of them are so full. I called their competition and their competition. And then I started calling around Richmond area. Found one about an hour away that would give us emergency care after 4, and I'm all like, I, 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 I'm just, So I got the drug they would give us, and I've figured out a good concoction to give patches, and I have all the faith in the world she's going to pull through. I feel terrible about what has happened. I'm not blaming myself, but it's a very hard thing to find something like that out. You know, so don't do that if your pets get sick. I mean, because it could take up to 12 days to show up the spots and tell you what they have. I would suggest no beef, fish, and birds are okay, but no mammal products, no milk, no cheese, that kind of thing. No sour cream. Patches doesn't get the loaded baked potato skin anymore. She gets nasty ass plain potato skin from now on. But now I know. You know what I mean? That'll never happen again. I'm never giving either one of them beef just in case she goes. Not going to happen, man. So, I mean, knowing the information is key. So keep it. She never gets no more beef. I'm Maria. I don't care, Maria. I don't think it was a vitamin D. She has Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It was the ground beef I've been giving her. Come to find out, Rocky Mountain spotted fever makes animals allergic to fucking mammal products. I was making her sick with what I was giving her to eat. Birds and fish are okay, but no mammal products. No sour cream, no cheese, no beef, no deer, no venison, no mammal products that can make your dog die if they've had Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and she does. It takes up to 12 days to show up as with dots, and they showed up yesterday, the day after I gave her more ground beef. So she backslid. I hadn't given it to her in about 4 days, and she was getting better. And then the spots showed up. I've been making her sick, hon. And that's why I'm doing this update, so you know that. Don't do that. Don't give the sick animals mammal products. It's the strangest fucking thing. I had no idea. So I'm giving her eggs. She probably needs the vitamin D after all this. What are you gonna do? Go live and tell everybody don't do that? Is what I'm doing. Uh, yeah, it's new discovery in 2019, and they don't even have percentages on the connectivity. Gibby's brother got bit by a tick, put himself in the hospital twice. Second time, it almost killed him. That's the only reason I know. Creator wanted us here, so I would know this. That's probably just one little point. Like I said, we've been, yeah, no, I swear to God, Maria, it's fucked up. That's why I'm sitting here telling you. What happened?
I moved her head.
Okay.
Try not to hurt.
She's in pain. She's swollen from the fever. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was vitamin D shit. The shit was recalled.
Chico?
But Chico ain't sick. That's why Chico ain't sick. It wasn't the food. It was the ticks that were inside the fold in her ear that I pulled out there. One of them was a monster. So, yeah, I'm blessed by my new friend. And by proxy, so are you. I had to share this because it's new information and very important. Y'all have pets. I had no idea I was making my animals sick. Some vets might not even know this. Human beings are not told this into hospital. You know what I mean? A hamburger sent his brother to the hospital the first time, and I think it was spaghetti. And I've been given all that to patches. Hot dogs, all that shit. Anything with mammal in it can make your dog fucking sick as a dog if they've been bit by a tick. Weird. Yeah, well, eggs are really good for her, Maria. And I'm finding that that's the only goddamn food I can give her with any kind of consistency. I've got honey and turmeric. What else?
Basil,
Basil and
hemp seed.
hemp seed in it. And that's all she's going to get until she can eat a little more. Because I can put it in her mouth and force it in her throat real easy. And she gets damn near the whole bit of it. And she hasn't had anything for days because it's just been nothing but water and water and water and water. She drinks a fuck out of water. So I've started giving her egg. And she's going to have egg. She needs protein. I'm giving her peanut butter. I can't give her beef. I tried to give her beef and it almost killed her 2 days ago when she was getting better. I'm where I'm at. I've got a limited what I can do. I'm giving her eggs. Chicken, good. Beef, bad. Good for eyes,
You
teeth,
put tuna in this as
coat.
well?
And I put tuna in there too. I mixed tuna up in it. Yeah, I mixed some tuna up in that patch too. And I mean, mixed it up. It's liquefied fucking tuna. Girl gonna get some protein. She needs some strength.
She just had some egg.
I've been giving her the wrong fucking protein.
Chico. She just had some egg. Chico.
Hey, I'm, I'm not gonna start up the replay job to drive it anywhere if I can help. I'll pick up something to stir it up. But for now, I have enough. I've been up for days spoon feeding her water. You can trust that I have enough patience to take a fork and atomize that fucking tuna. Trust me, it's a nice soluble thing. It went down easy and it worked. No choking, none of that. I poured it in 2 spoonfuls and it was done. I mean, big ladlefuls actually. Is she awake?
Yeah. I already gave her some eggs and water.
Huh?
I already gave her some egg and water.
Did you? She took it good?
Yeah.
Good. Egg and water. Even Shane can do it. Fuck. I'm so tired. I'm really, really tired. If there's any ingredient in there that, I mean, I'm, I understand what you're trying to help me with. Beef in a baby jar is going to kill her, though. I'm still limited with very little things, and some vegetables are toxic, and I don't feel like cross reference everything. I'm going to give her eggs until she can get on her feet, or I have to take a shovel and put her on a hill out here. It's beautiful. But I have a good feeling she's going to be coming back because there's a reason I know that I'm been making her sick. There's a reason I'm one of the only human beings on the planet that could have given me this information. Creator's trying to help. It's lining up for Christ, dude. You're the reason she's in the bed in the first place. You've been giving her the wrong food. Beef will make her sick. See, it's lining up like that. So I'm going to just stick with it. That's how convicted I am. I'm not going to do anything but what I'm doing. I'm keeping it simple, Chuck. I almost killed my dog with beef broth. I'm not going to go do anything that could fuck her up anymore. I'm going to give her eggs and hemp seed, honey, basil, a little bit of tuna, and water. And she's going to get better. Hi, Buckeye. No mammal products. It's not beef. It's mammal products. It's a, what's the name of the chemical?
Some sort of sugar.
Yeah, it's some kind of sugar that's in mammals that reacts with Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Yeah, chicken is good. Chicken is good. That's why I'm sticking with eggs, because the eggs are concentrated.
Alpha Gall.
I mean,
Alpha Gall.
alpha doll. That's the name of the
Gall.
chemical. Huh?
Gall.
Alpha gall. Alpha gall is the thing that is in animals that Rocky Mountain spotted fever makes your animal allergic to. All mammal products, sour cream, cheese, beef, deer, etc., monkey, dog. You don't want to give them mammal products. It's a new discovery. Dietaceous dirt for ticks, Jessica, or G. Who am I talking to? I've been crying. I'm having problems. It looks like Jesus is, or maybe I can't tell. Johnson. I'm just gonna call you Jessica. I'm so sorry. I'll just call you Johnson. I can read that. Fuck. I'm sorry. I haven't slept in days either, and the print's so small over here. Well, maybe when she gets better, that's something I'm gonna need to do. Oh, it's Jessica. Okay. Um, yeah, when she gets better, but I'm, believe me, I'm going over her for ticks here in the house and everything. So I don't want, I, I don't want to put anything on her right now. And I know it's just dirt. I'm just saying. I almost killed the dog with beef. I almost killed the dog with beef, folks. I'm not gonna. I'm nothing right now. Nothing except for eggs good food and water. That's all I got. I've got the actual antibiotic that the vet was going to give me. I've got it. I can't find a vet open. Well, they're open with an open bed. I guess every damn dog in 100 miles is freaking sick. I pray for them all. But I can't find a bed for Patches until maybe 4 o'clock if I drive an hour south of here. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Creator's telling me just stop giving her beef and give it a little more time. Red meat, yes, yes. Jessica, that's yeah. Gibby's brother had that happen, and that's the only reason I know because he told me last night. Because the spots just started showing up on Patches yesterday. It could be 12 days before they show up and they're sick and you don't know what it is. And they take down food and, because she's been taking food and water. Not much food, but I mean, she's been drinking the shit out of some water. The food's been more reluctant. That's why I went to egg and pour it in like water. It's gone. Buckeye, Rocky Mountain spotted fever causes a allergic reaction to mammalian products, including goats' milk. It would kill Patches. Bro, look it up. It was just discovered in 2019, the connection. The connection was just discovered in 2019. And that's what almost killed Patches. As simple as that. It was beef that I was giving her. Don't try to guess this. Look it up if you don't believe me. I know it sounds amazing. Or ask Jessica. She suffers from the same thing. It's tick related. If you get bit by a tick, don't eat red meat. It could kill you. Only fish, only bird. That is the rules of the game. Thank you, Jude. I just found out, and I'm making this video to tell you, just like I do. And if you have anything to say about the amazement of it, go look it up. Because, again, you probably shouldn't believe me. I might be lying to you, telling you drink antifreeze instead. But I wouldn't. I promise you, it's a phenomenon. It is very insane. I swear to God, Buckeye. It is. It put me on the kitchen floor last night, dude, and I haven't stopped crying really hard since. Because I've been giving her beef, beef, beef the whole time, thinking that's the best thing for her, bud. Yeah, you mentioned a tick, and I found some. I had been pulling ticks off of her since Philadelphia. Jesus, thank you. Yes, it was tick related. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's about a hour drive from me. They're going to give me this antibiotic. I've already got that antibiotic, and I know why she was sick. How you doing, McNerney?
You go.
Yeah, I've already spoken to several vets. It's a phenomena that I can't get my head around. I mean, all your money, whoever is given, we've still got $200 on the card. Or, um, because I saw the spots and I was like, well, this can be treated if that's what's wrong with her. On it. Couldn't get one. As a result, I looked up the medication that I could give her because I have antibiotics. None of the ones I give her, all of them I have are safe for her, except for one. Um, but they're not the one that, and it says very specifically Rocky Mountain spotted fever has to be treated by three specific ones or they just don't work, including wide spectrum and et cetera, et cetera. So I have the number one recommended to give because his dog needed them once and he gave me the whole fucking bottle. I gave her the first one last night. I only gave her half a pill to make sure she didn't allergically react to it. So she actually got her first dose today. I just about killed my dog with fucking beef juice, folks. I'm not trying to give her a full dose of anything at this point right away. Fuck. What are you gonna do? Weaponize something about it, man. Because I'll tell you what, it's the weirdest thing I'd ever heard of. Oh, Glenn. Yeah, I know. I had one here, right between the ball, right on my taint. I was scratched. I was like, "What the fuck is going on down here? Fucking something sucking on my ball sack." Yeah, I had a tick too. They've been prevalent. I've pulled like four of them off of patches. I'm okay though, of course. 'Cause I've been eating all the beef I gave patches, a lot more than I gave her. So I, I, I may be immune to all of it. I usually am. I find out that I'm pretty much immune to everything on this planet, except for Corona. I got that. Yeah, well, it's a new discovery in 2019. That's what kind of makes me fucking question too. Oh shit! Thank you, Judith. God, thank you so much. We'll put that to the gas and tire fund. Thank you. That's for sure. I don't think we're going anywhere for a few days. Gibby don't seem like he wants us to go, and I don't really want to move this RV as long as Patches is sick at the moment. But I have faith that she's going to be well in a few days. I'm not going to give her no more beef, I promise. Now that I know, I can't tell you how much weight it felt like a fucking sack of elephants hit me in his kitchen when he said that about his brother. Because I had sat and took Marilyn's last 2 pounds of ground beef we had and made a big old pot of spaghetti so I could harvest the fat and give it to Patches. And that's what made her backslide because she was getting better. I hadn't given her any beef or any mammal product for a few days at that point. And the food she was eating is mammal product. So it wasn't vitamin D. If your dog or you get hit by a tick, you might want to stop eating beef or any sort of mammalian product. It makes you allergic to it and can kill you. Thank God I found out before I gave her any more. I just stopped. I only found out last night, sweetheart. Yes, dear. Oh, dear tick. I'm feeling ill because I haven't slept in a week, and I've been literally every hour or so taking a little ladle and literally spoon feeding her a big bowl of water just to keep her fucking alive. It's been my whole existence for this week. It's been tough. Rolling her over because she gets sore and stuff. I'm taking care of her like an invalid. I'm well, Stephen. How are you? Yeah, like y'all darkness on this is what y'all talking about. Yeah, we're gonna get her back to health. I don't know if you heard, Stephen, but one of the main reasons that I'm doing this is because I found out it's the ground beef I've been feeding Patches that made her deadly ill. She got bit by a tick and it's made her allergic to mammalian products, anything mammal, which includes up to sour cream, cheese, milk, any type of mammalian product. And that would be any type of milk or product of the meat of. It can make you dead. So just beware. If you eat bit by a tick and you start getting sick, it might be what you're eating. Yeah, shrimpy. I don't have a turkey baster, and I might want to get one, right? But it's pretty underwhelming when it's coming in on a nice little ladle. So there's been no real choking and stuff. Occasionally she'll, you know, but I can just imagine it would be. As long as I can avoid it, I'm gonna because she seemed eager to drink water. Yeah, well, they missed the diagnosis in Gibby's brother twice, Marie, or the first time, and then they caught on the second time as to what was going on. It lasts up to at least 2 years. It says it could go away after 1 to 2 years, but there's a it is a chance it would go away in up to 2 years, but most likely you're going to be allergic to mammalian products for a long time.
Chico? No.
Yeah, Patches has 12 beef stew all week, and I've been giving the fuck out of it to her, and that's what's it. I've been pouring it on her food. That's why Chico didn't get sick, because he didn't get bit by a tick. She did. I mean, it answers all the questions I had. I know exactly what happened. I made my dog sick. I know, Judy. You are my family. My friend Tuck, that I originally came here to see, he comes by every day. You've heard me and him talk. He doesn't like videos. He doesn't like pictures on the internet. He doesn't like the internet. He doesn't have a phone. And he's always talking about the evil of the phone. And I'm teaching him the good of using their tools against them and how it's gathered us together. And we're kind of like a little church of our own that grows every day in truth of creation. You are truly, I mean, honest God, when I say I depend on you, I do. I truly depend on all of you because there's no fucking way I can help Mother Earth by myself. I need y'all folks to, like, honestly protect me from a fucking sunburn that's coming, and Mama and everybody else. Without us, together, we're easily, obviously manipulated. We got to come together in love, and I'm sure that most of you are here for that, for the real. What are we? We know what we are now, and that's why we're here, right? We need each other. There is no more important link in this chain. And we're led by our hearts, and you're my family. And so much good has come out of all this madness over the last few years, even of YouTube. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you've heard this because I sound like a repeating record, but I've actually had agents make accounts and come to me and thank me for the basically ability to talk to their Down syndrome children that they haven't been able to communicate for 30 years. And it's all about what we do. Just that alone would have made all these years of fucking insanity worth it. Just helping one person like that. And I know each and every one of us that does our homework and has the awakening benefits in many, many ways. And we've just begun. We've just begun being little babies again, understanding our magnet and playing with it, and loving and understanding and with a straight heart. Marilyn was dying of cancer when I stopped by her place. She had incurable lung and lymph in the lymphs of the lymphomas. She's clean today. She's clean today. As if she never had cancer. I was sitting up in Philly doubting and heavily like, I've been on the road for a year. This is hard. Why? Why? When is it going to end? This needs to go on. I was feeling it because I was in Grandma's driveway. And then Marilyn called me, let me know that she had been healed. And I know why. I do know why. Y'all know why, or you wouldn't help buy the RV. We're onto something here. Some people call it creator and truth. And people need to know this because we all are needed. We're all healers. We can heal the sick. I've seen it with my own hands. It's creator through us. It wasn't anything I did. I just was thankful for Marilyn. And I've sat here and watched this animal go through torment because of what I'm feeding her. And through thanks in my heart, this whole time I've been just grateful to Creator for the time, every time, and just the time she's been here. All of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, this is what's happening to your dog. Stop it. From a human being's voice because it happened to his brother. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at coincidences here. Patch is going to be better. Just have to give it a little more time without the beef. Where's the beef? You don't get no beef. Too many coincidences, right, Stephen? Once you get through 10,000 of them that line up like nothing you ever seen before, it's like, this isn't coincidence. This is something happening. The Creator isn't going to have fail. And you're the difference. Once you realize what we are, there is no turning back, I don't think. Just takes a little doing homework. We're designed this way. Be amazing. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, trying to do it, that's where we're fucking up. We're designed to do it. Just do it. Relax and do it. Be that change. Yes, Stephen. Lose your fear. Once you start feeling your own soul and understanding magnet and how strong your magnet can be in the right frequency and what we can do and who Creator and first creation is, what else do you need to know? There's a little bit of homework involved in it. And a lot of it, just like homework is, requires to put your hands in it, right? Build from that. That's the best I can give you. Because you're going to learn new things that I haven't. Where in the world have I always wanted to go? That I haven't gone? um, I don't know. I thought it would be nice to hang out on Fiji Island for a couple of days, but I wouldn't want to live there. I've never been there. So I guess that would be because I've seen pictures. I'm like, that is fucking beautiful. But, you know, other than that, yeah, I'd be afraid to go there now. Nowadays, I mean, all the fucking volcanic activities and all this shit going on. But yeah, that would be the one spot I haven't been that I'd always kind of thought I might like to go. How's she doing? She resting? Can you walk Chico? I'll watch her because he's kind of needs to poop. Anywhere else? Huh. I guess it'd be fun to get on a Euro here and go through Amsterdam and all the stuff. because I never made it to the military. I did all the Pacific Islands and all that stuff out there, the Aleutian Islands, all that beautiful stuff out there. But I've never been to Europe. I know people from Rhoda, they're friends of mine, all over Europe, like you and Jelly and all kinds of folks out there. But you don't like flying? Yeah, the Bahamas is nice. Hi, Linda. But once you do, you've done a bit of. I bet it's probably fun. You know, certain parts of it anyway. Very interesting. Some parts of it are scary. You know, Judith, that would be a damn fine destination. But I ain't looking to get there anytime soon. I have no fears. I know we're individual as we go and come and come and go, and we don't. I get it. I get creation. I get the whole. I get it. I don't want to say I get the whole thing, but I get enough to that. I understand. We go on. I ain't got nothing to fear about no death. I never really feared death too much, anyways, as it is. But I'm not going to sit there and play in traffic. Jamaica. Jamaica's nice, but it's on the island of Puerto Rico and Jamaica. It's very volcanic. I would love to be there, but not in these days. Bali, yeah, sounds nice too. Run back and check on my daughter real quick. Give her a look see.
Good girl. How you doing? Not too much, but enough for the hour or so.
I'll take her out while she's awake. Ready? Are the dogs up? Let me go make sure. I think we're going to take her out. We basically carry her out on a towel leggy and let her pee, and then we'll carry her back in. Locked. Ready? Low and slow. You ready? You good? Open. You good? Yeah? I need to hear it. It's okay. Good? Good. Slow. Take your time. Slow. Take your time. Take your time, baby. Hi, girl.
There's the water outside. Whoa. Slow. Oh, I'll get plenty of room to move her. All right. Chico. Chico. See me water? Water. You make sure that egg gets back in the fridge. Open the fridge. Okay. Here. Here.
How you holding up?
Good.
Hi, Kaibo. Good to see you. Thank you. It's not. Yes, I know, Maria. I've been doing just that. Giving her little body massages. Yeah, I just gave her just to make sure she didn't have a reaction to it.
Doxycycline.
Dioxycycline.
No, it's
Yes.
just doxycycline.
Doxycycline. Doxycycline. That's what she's got. That's the recommended treatment for it. She's 6 days, 7 days sick before we found out what it was, too, because the dots didn't show up. Yep, that's the one we got. Like I said, there ain't no coincidence we're here. I would have never known that if you get bit by a tick, there's a good possibility that you're allergic to mammalian products from henceforth. And that's the only reason Patches is so sick as she is, because I've been feeding her fucking beef since before she got bit. But I mean, like oh God.
As long as we don't give her any, she should get better.
I know. But that took her days back, and she's already weak. So I'm really at the end of my wits at this point. I'm like, holy shit! I can't believe I am the reason she's been so sick. Good morning, Nick. How you doing, Nick? If you ever get bit by a tick and you start to get sick, it might be because you're eating mammalian products. They found a Rocky Mountain fever will
And
make you
Lyme
allergic to
disease.
red meat, mammals,
And Lyme disease.
and Lyme disease, I guess. Tick bites can make you deadly ill for eating mammal products. Anything that makes milk,
Anything red meat.
it's meat, it's cheese, any of that could kill you.
Any red meat or byproducts of
They
that
just
red meat.
discovered it in 2019, but that's what's been making Patches sick. I've been feeding her beef, Nick, thinking it was what she fucking needed, bro. But Gibby's brother got bit by a tick, ate a cheeseburger, went into the hospital. Doctor didn't diagnose it. He ate something else with beef in it, and fucking then next thing you know, it's because of the food. No, it's not in the food. It's a mammalian sugar that's in mammal meat, mammal products, including deer. I mean, anything fucking grows hair. You can eat fish and birds, but no mammals. It could kill you.
There's
Mammals
unknown chance, more like.
and and you're making Patches sick, Nick. Don't do that. Hi, Irrelevant. Thank you. I know it sounds incredible, but I mean, think about what channel you're on. Do your homework, bro. It's fucking nuts. Fucking nuts.
The only mammals that are an exception to alpha-gal are humans, monkeys, and apes. Those are the only mammals that don't have alpha-gal.
Alpha gal is the chemical that it reacts with,
The sugar.
or the sugar. Have it.
Humans, some monkeys, and apes.
Humans, some monkeys, and apes don't have it, but all other mammals have that gall stuff as a sugar in their everything. So that that's a new finding. I don't know. I guess it's 4 years old in all of time. They haven't known that for 4 years. So it kind of brings upon suspicions and all kinds of stuff. But I mean, has that been? How often do you hear someone dying from eating a cheeseburger, kind of thing? And I know there's no way I could have known. I mean, obviously, I do now after the fact. But
If you were someone into dairy and meat,
yeah,
suddenly your favorite food sources become your greatest enemy.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I know. Alpha Gall. Yeah. Yep. Yep. There you go, Nick. Star Tech. The one with the little fucking. Yeah, that one. Look at Diz's homework. Isn't that crazy, dude? Isn't that crazy?
Many patients with AGS can
Well, that's
tolerate
why I
milk
went live, and
products.
I'm like, you know what? I am the reason Patches is sick.
It looks like the byproducts have less alpha gal, but still, because it says here many patients with AGS can tolerate milk products.
Many, but that doesn't mean you can.
Not all,
Yeah.
many.
I'm just letting everybody know it's a wide spectrum of mammal products that could kill you if you get bit by a tick. I'm not talking about chances you might live. I'm telling you. And then if anybody wants to know the chances, do what Nick did. Go look it up.
I guess it's pretty fucking lucky that we only had chicken broth.
You know, I could have been embarrassed and held it to myself, but that would definitely not be the right thing to do now, would it?
It
So
was not
expect me to
your
go
fault.
live and let y'all know what I did. I
I
made
guess it's
Patches
very
sick,
lucky that
and
we
I
only
didn't
had
mean to
chicken
make
broth,
Patches
though.
sick, but I made Patches sick. We didn't. I made beef broth specifically
Yeah,
for
you
her,
made beef broth, but we had chicken broth.
and that's when she was starting to get better. I know. For those 3 or 4 days,
And
she
I know
started
we
getting better.
used to
Then I
have,
fed her beef again, and she got sick.
and I
Seamus,
know
stop.
we used to have beef and bone broth,
I know.
which is lucky we didn't
Well,
have.
shit, it probably killed her. It is very lucky.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about beef broth you made.
I made beef broth. That
I
fucking
said
put her
beef
in the bed
broth
again.
that we
That's what
had.
sucks. She was up walking around for fuck's sake. Now we got to drag her out in a gurney. And I was so freaked out because she backtracked. Now I know why she backtracked. It was what I gave her, the beef. Fucking almost killed her. She had been off of it for a few days. That's what made her sick in the first place because she'd been bit by a damn tick. I know. I need a nap too. I'm just Jesus Christ. What do you do?
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, Kaibo. She's getting water and eggs. She get water and eggs and hemp and honey,
I mean, it does sound
turmeric,
suspicious,
and
but I mean, like, who the fuck
basil
would take that correlation?
mixed up.
A tick bite, and then you're suddenly fucked for
Allergic to
weeks.
food. Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Like, who the fuck has heard of that?
Yeah, she getting raw eggs from hand-fed chickens from this location right here. She getting the best protein she could get, I think, at this point. Yeah, I ain't putting no nothing else into it. Kaibo, we already went over that. I almost killed my dog with a fucking cheeseburger, man. I ain't trying to push my luck. I'm just gonna give her some egg and hemp seed and hold my breath.
When that's the chances of him
I'm
breathing.
giving her honey. She has no energy, Kaibo. She can't even stand up, man. She needs that natural honey sugar she can get. I ain't overloading it. I'm just putting a little bit in it. It's majority egg. Well, it wasn't hamburger. It was a hamburger grease, actually, Kaibo. It was, I made her broth that I made, so I knew what was in it. And it almost killed her. See, that's the problem, man. That's what I was doing. and it almost killed her. I'm giving her egg. That's and I know honey is okay. Turmeric is okay. I've given her these things in the past, and I know it's not beef. It's not a mammal product. And I figured the egg is the most compact way to get protein into her that I can just kind of.
There's only one type of tick that can give it to you.
Why they're eating their own eggs, that is interesting. Yeah, there's only one kind of tick that can give it to you.
The Lone Star tick.
Yep. Well, she ain't even really started detoxing yet. She's still less than 2 days out from having a beef broth fucking sandwich. I only gave her about a quarter of the broth because she didn't want it, but it made her worse. Just that little bit made her worse.
I was about to say. You're not gonna leave without patches.
No, give her a rest. That's for you and her. But I mean, she's got a fever from the Rocky Mountain fever too. So I mean, she's on the mend. And now that I've stopped poisoning her, and I'm gonna hope that I didn't do it bad enough that she comes back. Right now, it ain't looking good, but we'll see later. She's been drinking, getting egg in her. She's resting. She's in a lot of pain. It makes her joints swell up. Yes, I'm working her legs. That's one reason I take her outside. I'm sure you heard her yelp. We're making her stand up. Um, she was walking again, like I said, until I gave her the beef broth and she backslid. She ain't got up off of the damn gurney we carried her out on since. I don't give a shit if she shits and pisses all over my bed either. Yep. Well, and Creator gave me this information I'm sharing with you because it's not coincidence we're here. It's not coincidence his brother almost killed himself with the same thing. I was reined in his front yard here the day we were going to leave, and we're still here. None of this is coincidence. I just met this man 3 weeks ago. Yeah, and that's why I figured I'd give her some honey. It couldn't hurt. And I'm not, yeah, exactly. I'm not putting a bunch in it because her system's all fucked as it is, and I don't want to make it worse by doing something like giving your dog a fucking beef broth. God's sake, don't do that if it's been bit by a tick. Rocky Mountain spotted fever's bad enough. You don't want to give them fucking the allergic for the beef. It's fuck's sake not good. That is not good.
Have what's left in there.
Yeah, I think Chico.
She had some big.
Good. How's she breathing?
Very.
Yeah, she stopped bleeding, so he stopped his wanting to hump. Well, yeah, he hasn't stopped wanting to hump her, but he's calmed down a little bit. I think he may be feeling the severity of the situation. He almost got stepped on this morning, getting in the way. He's like carpet. You too, Kaibo. It's awesome to see you. Don't be a stranger, huh? And stay safe, stay calm, and play with your magnet a lot. Um, yeah, again, I'm not going to do that because her kidneys and such are at risk with her whole being sick thing. Um, I did give her a small portion of a tramadol. It's one of the only human painkillers dogs are recommended to take, and they actually give it for all mild pains. But I'm not going to give her anything stronger than that. And that's the only reason she's not laying back there whining right now in pain. So I'm going to do that for her because she hasn't had a reaction to it. Yeah, well, in the case of painkillers, most of them are toxic to dogs. It just so happens that 337 on the front of a white pill isn't. I knew what I had in the bottle, but I wanted to look at the pill online to just make sure that I hadn't changed bottles. That's how paranoid I got once I started feeding her beef and found out that's what was making her sick. It's like, all right, look, we're going to cross reference this toxicity of that, and the other thing, we're going to start her on something to get her better because I can't get her in a vet around here. I tried. I've tried and tried. I have an option to go to one at 4 o'clock and wait and see if I can get in their trauma care to hand them a couple $100 to give me the medication I got in my hand. So now I'm like, what do you do? What do you do? You keep forcing her with some water down, is what I'm going to do, and hope she hangs on. It could very much save lives, Maria. And doctors misdiagnose a lot because it's not a commonly known thing. It's a new discovery. Yeah, there's all kinds of points around that I felt that it was very important to come out here and let y'all know what had actually happened. Patches, what happened. I did it. I did it by giving mammalian product, and which would be beef broth and dog food that has beef in it. And she had been bitten by a tick. I'd been pulling ticks off ever since Grandma's driveway all the way up until the other day. I mean, there's ticks everywhere around here. And that's what made her sick, was the beef reacting allergically to her blood now. So I felt that was some of the most incredible shit I'd ever discovered. And you know where I go with that? Right to y'all. Because you all have pets that could be bit by ticks and you could be hurting it. So now you won't do that. Like, I've got to tell you, it's hard enough trying to nurse your dog and watching it get better, and then all of a sudden it backslide, and then find out that it's you're the reason she got sick in the first place, let alone backslid to where she's just laying there now crying. Yes, cats as well, Maria. Yes, ma'am. It's not just dogs, it's people also. That's the only reason I know, because Gibby's brother suffers with it and almost killed himself with cheeseburgers twice before they figured it out. because it's so new and this just happened last year. He's going to be allergic to the mammalian products, which includes cream, milk, cheese, meat of a mammal, any mammal, all mammals, goats, pigs, fucking cows, cat, a monkey doesn't have it, and neither does a human. Those are the only two that don't have the sugar in their products that can kill you or your animals if you've been bit by a tick. All things, hot dogs, bologna, all things, mammalian, all things, not just the meat, the milk, the cheese, the byproducts could kill you, your cat, your dog, literally. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, I would have a test. Don't eat more anything mammalian. No, nothing. Don't do it. Get yourself tested, and you might want to throw some shit out or give it to somebody else. I wouldn't try it again by consuming anything until you got tested because it's very deadly. I'm glad you're here, empath, to know that because fuck's sake, that's what we do. Well, it might be because you've been bitten by a tick, but no, you're gonna have to eat fish and chicken. Bird and fish is okay, but no mammalian products. I am very suspicious they have, Penny. I'm very suspicious they have because this is just discovered in 19. Are you kidding me? Doctors don't even know about this. What's going on? People have been getting bit by ticks for a long time, and not very many people get sick from eating beef. Yeah, I know. I've already done that. You're a very smart person, Benny. I see some fishy fucking shit here, too. I know, Kaibo. You bet. I'm really, really glad you're here, Empath. Again, I don't think it's any coincidence. Maybe you're the reason this happened. I mean, not to blame you for anything ever that happened to Patches. I mean, the learning process of this may have saved your life and Creator needs you here. I can't answer that. But I'm glad you got the information because I have a feeling that you need it. Dang. I'm really glad you're here. And I'm really decided what really happened to Patches. Even as horrible as I feel about it, I made her sick. So I felt like I needed to come clean and let y'all know how yourselves or your pets be aware of it because it's a thing. It's a fucking thing. And Patches is paying for it right now. It's my fault. No, I mean, I know I can't blame myself, but Jesus Christ, I'm the one that gave her the fucking. What else am I? There are no words for it except for I did it. So that feeling is horrible, shameless. It just discovered tonight. I was like, you kidding me? So I thought about it. I was like, this might be something they've been releasing to kill people recently. Um, Theoretically possible. I'm not saying it is. Probably a conspiracy theory here on YouTube. We can talk about how insane that thought is. But I thought y'all might want to know because it's very important information to have. No matter how horrible I feel about it came about, but I'm not going to just sit here and tell you without telling you what happened. But making that kind of mistake, Emma, or Ima, I'm sorry. It really, I understand the concept of I can't blame myself, but trust me, I feel so fucked. I love you, Penny. Love you too, Kai and Nick. All of you. So I've made a mistake, and I wanted to share it with you because it honestly, as we're talking, it may save your life. Ninja, it sure sounds like you've been going through it the last few days, just the same as Patches. And I mean, it's kind of on the same timeline she got sick. You know what I mean? So there is no fucking coincidence that you're here, and I'm thankful to God you're here for this information, all of you, because we're all susceptible to ticks. I just pulled one off of the back of my ball sack a couple days ago myself. It happens. I don't think it was a Lone Star, and I didn't know to look. For all of us, yes, Penny. And that, well, exactly, because that's what we are. And because I hesitated for a second, and I was like, you know what, I have, I, I have to tell y'all what happened and how it happened. I mean, I would anyways. Once I found out, but as important as that information is, and as new as it is, I didn't figure any of you knew. Doctors don't aren't even aware of it. Love you too, Kai. Your magnet is so strong. No, it was just a coincidental fact that there was a recall on that fucking dog food last year for vitamin D poisoning that I thought maybe we got a hold of an old batch or something out of a store. I didn't know. I couldn't find an expiration date on the damn thing. And I just, Chico wasn't sick. Patches is fat. Vitamin D is fat soluble. I had 1,000 reasons to look at that all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden last night, I found out what it was. And because the spots showed up yesterday, and I had the conversation with Tick and Hamburger with uh, Gibby last night, and he has the right uh, medicine for her, the very specific right medicine for her. One of the only antibiotics on the planet that works for spotted fever. He hadn't for some hours, and hope to God she fucking lives through this. I can't at this point. I I mean, I need to just make sure that I can get the food and water in her because I can't. justify going to a vet for something I'm able to do here at this point, because I'm looking at about $400 if I go into the emergency place for the same drugs I've got. But the only benefit that might come of that is if she needed an IV bag, which if I can't force food and water down her, I'm going to have to weigh the option. I'm going to just keep trying and doing what we've been doing here because it worked until I gave beef again. Like I said, she's been sick since yesterday. She backslid, and I didn't know until last night what it was. And she hasn't had any more beef. Chico ate that. I put the rest of the broth in her dog food, and well, in his dog food yesterday because I wanted to make her a fresh batch of something easier to eat. So I'm glad I didn't give it to her again. I'm holding on to the good as much as I can because finding out this kind of information is really devastating. I'm going to share that with you. It's fucking terribly devastating. I had set aside and made a big production of a meal so everybody could have dinner all at once, and I didn't waste any of the hamburger because it was a 2 pound pack. Seamus and I have a problem eating a whole pound, you know, in spaghetti without giving it the leftovers to the fucking dogs, which we just did the night before she started getting really, really sick. And I'd been giving her beef stew along. That's what I was cooking her rice and shit with. And the chicken, I was alternating between. I made her sick, for fuck's sake. Don't do that at home, please. Any mammalian products after you've been bitten with a tick, you might want to get yourself an allergy test because it can kill you, your pets. So avoid mammal products. That means chicken and fish only, or it may kill you. And doctors don't know about it because it's a new thing. I don't usually use medicine for dog got Rocky Mountain spotted fever. I'm giving her some antibiotics and eggs. Now, see, that's where my head went, Maria. I'm like, look, I can get an egg down her neck just like I can get water down her neck. She not like it, and it might get messy, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to get it down her neck until she's better. I have to bury her here on the farm, and I'm ready for either way come out of what has happened. And I can see there's no coincidence, and if this is the way Creator wanted this to come, beautiful fucking hound dog life. She's been part of a family, which hound dogs are. You've heard this story. We broke her. We broke her. She's been disassociated from the hounds because they're all jealous. They all hang out 50 yards from the house in a little tiny cage. And she never had to do that ever. She's had a good life and she's brought good times and excitement to my life. And I'm thankful to Creator for the time that we've had together. And she gets to go home and leave pain that I can't resolve, then that's going to be the end that I'm happy for. But I really, I hope and pray that's not in that Creator has in mind. If He does, I understand. It's about time for her to go home, anyways. as a dog goes. I could see her. I mean, there's been dogs last 10 more years. I could see her doing that. I'd be really so happy if she does. I'm going to just be thankful for her. I'm not going to ask Creator. Creator knows my heart. And all I have is thanks for Patches. Sorrow for me. I've laid hands on her and I'm not going to stop. I mean, whatever happens, happens, and I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I don't need her people to prove to me that I can heal stuff if God wants them around. I don't need that. I've got that living proof in a human being that we all love. So if he wants to take her, I'm not going to doubt. I'm not going to doubt. I'm going to understand. But it hurts. Fuck. We all love pets. Well, not all of us. Nobody, I do. I'm going to miss her if she goes. But I just wish she wasn't in pain. I hope I can help her get better now that I know why she was getting sick. Fuck. Real hard lesson to learn. Really, really hard. I, I had to share because it's probably going to save a lot of lives, and it needs to be known. Tell your friends and family. Protect yourselves and your pets. I think somebody somewhere somehow has made something happen that's very toxic. I'm not going to say any words I could get struck for, but I think you know what I mean. There's something new on the horizon that's interacting with human beings and their pets if they get bit by a simple tick, and it might kill you. And that information needs to get out. I know. I have no fear, no doubts that Patches has grown her little magnet. She's going to get to go have a little Mai Tai and hang out if she goes home. So I, I'm, I have no problems with whatever. I just hope she bounces back. Yeah, Sparky, I'm a little concerned about her kidneys, although she's been peeing and everything. They haven't shut down. I'm hoping Tramadol kicked in because she's been okay to just lay still and rest instead of laying there whining every breath in pain. And I hope the antibiotics doing its job. That's all I can do is strengthen her little heart. I know I'm trying, Maria. I am. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm thankful for her. I'm not going to ask Creator for anything else because I'm just thankful for her. He knows my heart. He knows Seamus and I and every one of you love her. And it is what it is. I just feel horrible about the way it happened. I'm hoping she pulls through. So far, she's still here. Hi, Sparky. Hi, Tom. Thank you. You did understand what. I'll say it again because I know there's probably new people in here. If you're bit by a tick, there's a good chance that you might be allergic to to mammalian products, which would include beef, milk, cheese, goat's milk, goat meat, deer, venison, all the things that grow hair except for monkeys and humans. So if you have an animal that has been bit by a tick, don't feed it anything other than chicken or fish. Trust me, the mercury in the fish is going to kill your dog a hell of a lot fucking slower than the beef. And it ain't no fun to watch. So, this is something, if you have any doubts, you need to look it up. The reactivity between beef and tick bites in human beings and pets. Hi, Sparkles. Good to see you. Because I'm the reason Patches is sick. I've been giving her beef after she got bit by ticks. It's beautiful here. Where you going, bud? Be safe. I didn't see Mama there. Hi.
I'll let Chico.
Nice, Sparky. Yeah, it says there's a chance that they could recover from the allergy a couple years away or not. And it
As long
doesn't
as they
really
don't
say what chance.
As long as they don't get bit by a tick again.
It is a violent reaction to beef. It's overall encompassingly horrible reaction to beef. It's not something you want to
From what
play
I can
with.
tell, she could have a small amount of cheese.
Yeah.
She'll just be slightly bothered by it.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying. She could go enjoy cheese if she wants.
I wouldn't do any. There's a chance she could, a small, I mean, why would you chance a small amount of cheese just for the pleasure in killing her?
I'm just saying. It wouldn't. It would
I
be
know, but I wouldn't even put that in there because some people will go drink antifreeze because it's fucking sweet and somebody told them that there's a chance. I'm telling you, it says mammalian products, deer, antelope, cow, donkey, fucking cat milk. All right. I don't know if I can be any more specific.
What about you?
And especially the meat of any of those four named pair, except for there are two exceptions in the entire mammalian project.
Only some monkeys and
Only some monkeys and apes. So if you're having ape or monkey for dinner, you're taking a chance. Don't eat humans. Or feed them to your fucking animals. It's not a recommended behavior. Anyways, like I was trying to state, if you or your pet have been bit by a tick, there's a good chance that mammal product that's making them really sick, and get ready to fight off some Rocky Mountain spotted fever with some good antibiotics.
We're in the east, right?
Avoid the mammalian products. Give them products, they'll come back a lot quicker than patches.
We're in the east, right?
Yes.
So you also have a very, very unlikely chance to get it in the west because the Lone Star tick only really is in the east.
I know, Seamus. That's what I said. We don't have ticks. We haven't had to contend with them, and I started finding them in Grandma's driveway. I picked one off of my ball sack in that bathroom in your grandma's driveway. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was a zit or some crazy growth. I was like, oh dear. I have a passenger. Like, fucker. Well, Patches has had 4 that I've taken off of her. And just only yesterday, she started showing spots in a recognizable manner on her belly for the Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And just the day before, she had started shivering with a fever, but she was up walking around before I gave her the beef broth that I had made for her because I thought it was good for her. It'd be good to get some of that beef fat in her, right? No, actually, that's what had made her sick. Again, she's backlit. She can't walk now. She's back to. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I did that. Because I found out last night I actually did that with the beef that I thought was going to be good for her. We're Crater needed up here. Honestly. It sucks. The that you have to suspect that this started a new phenomena because this was only discovered in 29 fucking teen, and most doctors again do not know that if you have Rocky Mountain spotted fever, you could very well kill yourself by eating a cheeseburger. It's unheard of, obviously. Not we didn't know that except for people that suffer from it, and it's only been recent that they started suffering from it, and it's like, you know what, something going on with that. I can't say what. I give you all kinds of conspiracy theory. I haven't even tried to start proving it. I just investigated the phenomenon. So that's what I've found. And it's very suspicious, is all I'm saying. I'm not accusing anyone or giving medical advice. I'm just saying don't eat a fucking cheeseburger. If you've been bit by a tick and you seem to be getting sick. Well, just think how much the world would have been different, Maria, if Hitler got bit by a tick. Creator got them around for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but they're here. Yeah, I know they got a lot of fucking horrible diseases they carry, and it's not even a disease; it's a reaction, which is an even stranger.
Is anyone else? Allergy.
An allergy like that, yeah, I know. It's really really odd.
Like, yes, transmit diseases, but transmit allergies?
Don't say anything or get this channel struck. But yeah, you're asking a good question. Hi, Heather. How are you? Good to
Though I
see
have
you.
to say, I'm not surprised it's ticks.
No, I'm not surprised it's ticks either. They carry everything. So if you didn't hear um, possums eat ticks, see, there you go. Hi, hey Lauren. Okay, so there's new people here.
Can I turn on the generator?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's right.
repeat myself again, like I've been doing the whole thing. Patches is sick because of me, Lauren. Or well, let me back up. She got bit by a tick. She's got Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and I've been giving her beef, 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 beef. Well, it turns out that in 2019 they found that if you got Rocky Mountain spotted fever, there's a good chance you're allergic to beef. Actually, don't let me back up. Any mammalian product, milk, cheese, beef, deer, everything except for monkeys. If you got, you're pretty much limited to birds and fish. And I planned a meal. Remember, I said I got 2 pounds of Maryland's beef. I'm gonna cook it up, and I'm gonna harvest all that for Patches. I did, and she backed. And then last night, Gibby was telling me his brother almost killed himself with a cheeseburger after getting bit by a tick. So, yeah, beef and hemp seed, yes, ma'am. That made her backslide, and she's really sick. So I've been flushing her with water and eggs. Monkey? No, only in certain. You're still taking a chance with monkey. The only thing that's certainly safe is human, fish, or um, birds. Only some monkey meat doesn't contain the sugar that makes you sick. Well, I've got an antibiotic that's very specifically meant for the spotty rock, the tick shit, and you avoid giving them any mammalian product, which would include the beef, any of the milk from a goat, any of the meat from either. Anything from a hairy object should not go into you or your pet after you've been bit by a tick. Only fish and bird. And it seems to be a fairly brand new phenomenon that's going on. Seems to be. I can't say it is for sure. It was only discovered in 2019, so I mean, I can't say that. It's been around for less than 4 years, and I'm having a problem with coincidences, especially the fact that fucking doctors don't even know about this shit. Thank you.
Yes, we never turned this off.
Nah. Yeah, you're taking your chance with monkey, hon. I wouldn't. Or,
Generator, like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'm working on it. I'm hoping she pulls for it. As horrible as I feel about how it came about and how I made her sick, it's already a chat that are suffering from the same fucking thing and had no idea. So there's that.
I like these.
That just happened this last weekend. So Ninja said that I taken had burnt beef and then deadly ill. It's like, you know what? No coincidences. That's why I decided you would do this, but the doctors don't know it. You might be killing yourself or your pets, because I was. I did. I had to go through it, and I don't want you to.
I like listening.
She's very good health, but I've been giving her a lot of beef. So there's that. We're going to hold our breath and hope for good.
She's still sleeping.
She's still sleeping.
Yeah, she started the generator. She's fine.
I've got right in the box for her and the right pain medicine. So that's all the vet would do. I'm going to keep feeding her eggs. It's feed mountains for fever specifically. If you get that, then there's a good chance you're going to be reacting of it, and it's from a tick bite. Only one tick in the world can give it to you, and it's a Lone Star tick. And they're very prevalent out east here. Yes, Lauren, I'm hoping for the best out of that, and there's no coincidence that I got stuck here, and there's no coincidence Gibby's brother went through this, so he could tell me about it, so I could tell you and stop the behavior. I can't. I don't know. I know. I'm trying to keep positive. I'm just thankful for Patches and the time she's been here. And if Creator wants to take her home, I'm okay with that too. I just feel really bad about how it happened. I know it's not my fault, but god dang it, good has already come out of this. So I can't reaching for a reason why. Why did she deserve this? And then we come live and Ninja's like, next time you eat beef, I might kill you. There you go. So I knew it was for a reason, and if that be it, that be it. So you guys know. Because, it happened to the right person. I don't care if I was embarrassed or upset, whatever. I knew I had to share this information because it's very strange. It's very deadly. And it hurts when you find out what's going on. So try to avoid that part of it. And I wouldn't be me if I wasn't on here lying in my fallacy and how I have made a mistake. Patches is painful. Problem telling you that because it's the way it happened. Even though doctors don't even know about this shit itself, and it's a crazy situation. And in my life, I mean, look who you're talking to. Look whose channel you're on. I would expect that crazy situation to become evident in my life. You never know how. And it sucks when it happens sometimes. But there is benefit from this already instantaneously. I've seen it. So there's a learning process going on. I'm not happy it happened. It really sucks. I'm the one that brought on her illness. It really is going to sit on my heart for a while. And I can't blame myself. Fuck's sake, human beings are doing it to themselves and I was ready to take the repercussion if you did know and admit without looking. It's there, but who would think of it? It's less than 4 years it's been happening. Thank you for reminding me, Nick. Be safe, my friend. Everybody love. Yeah, it's gonna be heavy on my heart, bro. It is heavy on my heart. It's fucking horrible. 10 minutes I was on here talking about it and no idea why. So now they know not to have mammalian products until they get themselves an allergy test, or the next time it may kill ninja. So that is confirmation for me that this is going to grow and it's already benefited lives, and I'm glad that I did it. So that that's it is what it is, and it does suck. I know Lee's probably going to make himself a fucking video on this, but I don't care. It might make people aware that tick bites can kill you if you're eating cheeseburgers, and that would be good to come out of that, even if you want to be a dick about it, right? Vigorous, how you doing? Let me tell you something, Vigorous, you may be aware of or not. Most people, including doctors, are not. But in 2019, they discovered that if you have Rocky Mountain fever and you eat a cheeseburger, you could be killing yourself. And it's not just that, it's any mammalian product: milk, cheese, goat cheese, deer, anything other than human being, and some various monkeys could kill you and or your pets, because that's what's wrong with Patches. I've been giving her beef and she has Rocky Mountain fever. So there you go. I'm okay, Judith. Not I'm not reactive. Yeah, bro, it's deadly. It's deadly. It started 4 years ago, from what I can tell. If you eat any kind of mammalian product after getting Rocky Spotted or getting bit by a tick, you don't even have to show the symptoms yet. It'll make you fucking deadly ill. It wasn't vitamin D, it was beef making Patches sick. It was beef. I was specifically giving her beef and beef broth. And then I ran out of beef, started giving her chicken, she started getting better. And then I made that big 2 pound fucking dinner with nothing but beef broth harvested for Patches, and she backslid. It's fucking horrible finding out that you're the cause for it. So I wanted to come on and let you know there's a new thing happening. Don't do it, please, to yourself, because it's not just in your pets, it's in you too. If you get bit by a tick, fucking, even if you don't come down with the Rocky Mountain, if you're getting sick from beef or anything other than fish and bird, then you need to get tested for allergy before you consume any more, because it could kill you. Gibby's brother got bit by a tick last year and ended up in the hospital twice, and only after the second time did they start looking at it. So there you go. I'm not blaming myself, but part of me wants to. Cat, kidding me? I love Patches. You know that. And that'd be. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Fucking horrible. And you do feel bad, even if you didn't know. If I had simply looked, but why would I have looked? She's eaten beef her whole life. Why would a tick make her allergic to beef? Well, it just started. That's why. Suspicious activities is what I'm thinking. It's suspicious. It's horrible. And it's new. Not even doctors know about it. They misdiagnose it because it's not popular knowledge. I mean, there's all kind of reasons I shouldn't blame myself. I realize that I'm logical. I can figure all that out. But in your heart, it hurts. If, like nothing else. It fucking hurts. Pretty bad. But yeah, I know. And that's why I came out here because I don't want anyone feeling like that. And you could kill yourself too, and your pets and all that. If she doesn't, she's old enough that God wanted her to avoid pain in her life. I'll accept that. And it's already saved lives right here today. So I'm okay. And I have a feeling she'll be pulling through. I pray for her strength, Creator's patience, and love. I, I have no doubt of the power of our collective prayers of healing. I've seen the results in Maryland. All have. But this is in Creator's hands. And I'm keeping positive because I think Creator wants her around for a while. She's a joy to the world. It's now found in 48 states. Huh. Yeah, I researched it before I talked about it, Laura. Thank you. I knew it was doing the right thing. I'm like, I have to share what's going on. I wasn't going to. I didn't feel like talking to nobody. I'm fucking wrecked. I knew I'd break down crying, and I ain't fucking trying to cry in front of nobody. Everybody fucking feels sorry for me. But I knew it would happen, so I was wrestling with it, and I'm like, you know what? This needs to be known, and I'm glad the creator came on me to do it because, like I said, not 10 minutes into it, Ninja pops up, says, "Man, I just got bit by a tick, ate me a burger, and almost died. You're telling me that's what it was?" So there you go. There you fucking go. Now run with it. I'm feeling okay about it because of it. It's not a coincidence. All of this stuff that lined up, it's not a coincidence. I got rained in here on his yard because we was at the birthday party and it rained that night. You know what I mean? Creator wanted us here for this, for something. I mean, he wanted us here for something, but this came of it. So there you go. I need to. I've been up for days, but I'm not going to rest until she's better or resting. Yeah, just facing reality here. You know how it is. She's my baby. She's my daughter. She's my little girl. Oh, yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be there for her every moment I can. Even sitting here talking to you, I keep looking back, making sure her chest's coming up and down, and she's not rolling around needing anything or in pain. So, gotta love them. She's resting soundly. It's good. Yeah. I just love my dog. There's my buddy Tuck. He parking me in. and go give him hugs. And that's an awesome soul right there too. That's friend one.
No, Chico. Chico. yeah, that's something you need to say comfortable for that stuff. So yeah, you can't have it at the same time. So just that. Cheeto. You're still reacting. Yeah, and about the water with the big. I used the big tree. Yeah, I used the big scoop in the water. And then we have
How are you, Seamus? Chico! You got a burrito. I felt like Chico today because I wanted to smoke a cigarette. You're filming your game. Going on down the road. Got audio? Yeah. I don't think they could hear you. Maybe. Why not driving? It's quite far. Quite far from it. What's up? He's not on it. They can hear him though. Fuck Chico. Fuck. You got Rocky Mountain. It's getting better. All the required stuff to take care of. I don't think she'll be able to eat red meat. She can still eat chicken and fish. She can eat it. She just can't eat mammals. I'm gonna have to get a ride in from Tuck at some point because we'll run out of gas. I want to keep it. I need to keep the generator running. Crazy things we learn every day. Let's eat some lunch. Eat some lunch. What? Where's Rick? It's right there. No, the only thing I can think about like that.
How dare you steal
I
my
was
idea?
going to have that, but it was parking on the list. And I was like,
How dare you steal my idea?
it was meant to be there.
You've stolen my idea.
Well, great minds think alike here.
Man. No, you just stole my idea. Evil. However, what you didn't think about was ice cream on top.
I'm older.
Motherfucker.
Why do you think I have the ice cream in my hand, boy?
Because you're bad.
I did think of that.
Because you stole my idea.
I did. Great minds, yet again, think alike. That's funny. Oh, I just punched a hole in the carton.
Bad.
Now what happens?
Everything falls on the ground.
You gotta finish it.
I think you should give me the rest of it.
Huh?
I think you should give me the rest of it. Because you're bad.
Chilling, silly.
Man.
Yes, boy. Those are hard to come by.
Oh no. I wonder why.
Bye. This is where I'm at.
I wonder why spoons are so hard to come by. Because that
All
one
right.
guy,
So-
one guy left all of ours.
I promise this is going to be a short update. We've been on here. I love y'all. I'll keep you updated. Patches just drank a shit ton of water and a little bit of egg. I think she's stronger than I'm giving her credit for. And not giving her enough credit for how much pain she's in either. And that's probably why she can't stand up at all. But like I said, I don't care if she has to poo and pee all over. Should be getting better if I have anything left. Because I'm going to, and I got Seamus to help, so it ain't just me taking care of her and moving her limbs around and feeding her and watering her and everything. So regardless of whatever, she'll be at home and she's going to be, I have faith she'll be okay. I know what's wrong with her now. The damn broth I was giving her, it's toxic to her. Go figure. And I felt it was an obscure enough discovery that I should probably let everybody know, because it's pretty prevalent, I think, in the world, and it's not being diagnosed. And I would like for you to know that I've made a mistake and let's learn from it. So there's that. Again, I prove myself completely fallible. I love y'all, and I will give you updates, I promise. So just remain calm at all times. Play with your magnets. See what you can do, and then let me know. Because I'm just learning too. Hi, John. Bro, I want to let you know. All right. Yeah, I've been gone for a minute, so let me, new people that are here, check it out. If you get bit by a tick and you're getting sick, when you eat meat, apparently in 2019, just less than 4 years ago, they discovered that if you have Rocky Mountain spotted fever from a tick, and Lyme can do it, apparently. I think I'm not going to say anything on it other than what I know that I've gotten offline that you can look at under Google. They sanctioned this information. 4 years ago, all of a sudden, people started to notice that if you get Rocky Mountain spotted fever, if you eat any kind of mammalian product, goat, deer, pig, fucking beef, milk, meat, cheese, creams, whatever, other than a human being or some certain species of a monkey, you're liable to have an allergic reaction, possibly for life, that's going to really do you harm and may kill you. Patches was getting sick because everything I've been feeding her is beef. She started getting better when I ran out of the beef. And then I gave her beef again and she backslid. And then the spots showed up for the Rocky Mountain shit after she'd been sick for days. But and come find out, Gibby's brother had got by a tick and got sick, and no one knew what was going on. They thought it was food poisoning. And then he ate another piece of meat and almost died. And they looked into it and found that that's the case. You can have an allergic reaction to mammalian products if you're bit by a fucking tick. So be very aware of that. You and your pets, all pets, cat and dog, and human beings are susceptible. So be warned, and that is my message for this. I'm the reason Patches was sick, because I was feeding her beef broth, and she was having an allergic reaction to it. Yeah, I don't even want to say a word over here on YouTube because I just don't and won't. And when we're on Rumble, we can talk about it freely. It's very suspicious. That's all I will say. that it showed up less 4 years ago, this connection, because people been eating meat and fucking hunting deer and been getting by ticks for fucking I don't know how long and not having this problem. And it's kind of coincidental that it shows up the same time as some other shit that I don't want to talk about on here, doing weird shit. So I love you all. Stay calm. We're in those times that we've been looking for and wondering when. It's now. Look around. Be calm. Do your homework. You'll get calmer. Once you understand who you are, what we're capable of doing, and who our creator is, and of course, why we can do what we do. Nothing that isn't through creator. People tell me how to build my magnet strength. I'm like, that isn't me. See, that's where you're messing up, trying to make your magnet stronger. That's not meek. You take your strong magnet and give it to creator. He knows how to really rev it up. I love y'all.